Okay, I can't figure out how to turn this banner off. What's up, you guys? I don't know how to turn this banner off. Okay. Dude, I am so fundamentally bad at this, dude. I can't even get back to chats. There you go. Good God. What's up, you guys? I'm not flashing for super chats. Oh my God, man. So I had my buddy come on. Like I had a buddy of mine. This is a good fight, dude. I had a buddy of mine come on and he was showing me some stuff on a bunch of different stuff. And then he's like, dude, if you want to maximize things, like you got to do things like I gave him control of my computer. And he's like, and he will flash for super chat. I don't know how to turn it off, dude. So it's true though. I will flash for super chats, dude. I'll flash you guys my super hot chest. What's up, dude? All right. So, dude, just to level, so I'm going to let everybody get on here and then I'm going to level set what we're looking at in this live stream for the first little bit here. Cause there's a lot of topics, to cover, man. A lot of things have happened in the last 48 hours that I haven't really gotten to touch on yet that I'm going to talk about right now. And we're going to go from there. Vacation was very nice, dude. Got an email update for me? Awesome. In the main event, man, I don't know, man. My gut is leaning towards Leon. Just like he seems... I don't know. It's a very, very challenging fight to call because, it's like, think about it like this. I like to look at people's headspace going into these fights. And you look at Leon, he looks so confident. He looks so ridiculously confident. And like the right kind of confident, calm. You know what I mean? Like he looks really, really calm. The kind of confidence that's real confidence, and that's going to translate to a great performance in the octagon, and Usman, I was talking to somebody about this last night, who's a UFC coach, and I really respect, like he's one of the first guys where I started talking about like things that I saw from people in the octagon where like I almost cried. And he's like, I did cry watching that. And I'm like, oh my God, I finally found someone who understands. And so when I talked to him about how a certain fighter looks, it's like he completely understands. And like what I was saying about Kamaru is like, I thought Kamaru handled the loss really, really well, initially, where he didn't make any excuses, but he also was extremely dismissive of it, where he was just like, yeah, man, I made a mistake. And he's like smiling and laughing and at first I thought he handled it great. And now watching it leading up to the fight, I'm like, dude, he is too relaxed about this. I think like my viewpoint is like, he's acting a little bit too relaxed. Now that absolutely, now he is like the quintessential guy that I always talk about when it's like hard work needs to drive your confidence. And so it's very possible that Usman has basically drilled just drilled the absolute balls out of, this versus this. And so he's like, there's no way that's going to happen again. I made one mistake. It won't happen again. That's possible. That is very, very possible, but we'll see. I mean, everybody's talking about Kamaru's knee. Like there's no, like, I understand he's got bad knees and stuff, but like, dude, he just fought 6 months ago and he completely dominated. His knees were a non-factor, True Crypto. I guess I'm flashing, dude. Just kidding. You can't beat the GOAT if you were caught. You can't beat GOAT. I assume you're saying you can't be GOAT if you were caught using PEDs, and that would be a reference to John Jones. I have always been a proponent of that opinion also. But I don't know, man. It's John Jones, dude. It's John Jones. Anyway, is this my Patrick O'Connor? Is this my Patrick O'Connor? Or is this a Patrick O'Connor? I have a Patrick O'Connor who's a really good buddy of mine. Did you think Usman was very full of himself this time? He's talking a good fight for a man that got knocked out last time. He seems a little bit too relaxed to me. That's all. Seems a little bit too he seems a little bit too relaxed. Oh, thank you, baby. Bring me that. I mean, certainly John to me seems like the goat. Look at this, you guys. Pat O'Connor, she did this for you. Thank you, baby. I'm gonna take this down and go put it in a frame. I love you. Okay, I really want to talk about this. Alex Alberto, thank you for putting this super chat up. So here's what I think. When that video went up, right? When that video went up, I was like, just like everybody else, I was like, holy shit. And I laughed my ass off. And then I texted it to, 3 people texted it to me. I mean, not the actual video, but that it happened. It was already gone by the time I heard about it. And then I texted it to some people, right? And it never dawned on me that he might have leaked it himself, just because it's so, like, it just never dawned on me until Strickland did a video saying, so wait, Rigo got IP grabbed. What does that mean? Let's come back to that. So I don't understand what's happening. Anyway, so God, it's hard. Like I'm not in a good headspace to like multitask mentally because I was partying so hard this week with Gabrielle. Okay, so it never dawned on me that maybe he may have done it himself because he's throwing a Hail Mary. I mean, the bottom line is this, dude. I'm trying to see, how long have I been on for? 8 minutes? I want to be able to, it's so hard to speak for like a person like me. It's so hard for me to speak freely about this topic without demonetizing whatever I'm doing. Because what I want to say is, you could suck 100 dicks and it's not going to fix your career. You got caught in a fight fixing scandal. Do you know what I mean? Because that's just what it is. It's like, dude, if there is one thing that will absolutely slit your throat in professional sports, it is being part of a fight, or a sport fixing scandal. You could literally grab the dicks of every person that you've ever met, line them up, put 26 cameras on you, and just, it's not going to make any difference, dude. It's not going to make any difference. You are not coming back from that. Okay. But that said, it's a pretty smart insight from Strickland because, I mean, listen, dude, it's not rockets. It's not like you have to be, it's not like you have to be fully baked. I know Trump's getting arrested. I can't, but, it's not like you have to be playing, you have to be super based to know that now, if you're gay, that it gives you tremendous power to play cards that you can't play otherwise. Like if you're, you know what I mean? Like if you're just like a straight dude and you're in trouble, like you're just going to have to deal with the consequences. You don't have a victim card to play. And the second that it's like, I mean, listen to this. I mean, what did Kevin Spacey do? Right? What did Kevin Spacey do as soon as he got outed as having gone after a bunch of, teenage boys or like young people, right? Like, what's the card that he played? Did he say, oh, no, I didn't do that? Did he say, oh, sorry, I'm an alcoholic? No. Of course I'm watching the fights. Everybody's watching the fights. I mean, I'm watching the fights, but they're free right now. That was a good fight, though, dude. That's actually well, Jai Herbert landed a lot more, but he was doing it from the top or from the bottom. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So it's like he played the, hey, guys, so I've been holding in this secret for so long. I'm gay. And it's like, cool. No one cares. It's like, no, you guys, I mean, don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm gay. Dude, you were hitting on teenagers aggressively and harassing people. Now I will they're going to say this is going to be a draw. A draw, yay. That was a good fight. Who so no one gets their win bonus when they draw? That's fucked, man. That's fucked. So anyway, so Molina very potentially could have released this on purpose. Yes. I think it's very possible that he dropped it. And then he did this big long thing. Oh, because honestly, when Sean pointed that out, what made perfect sense about the theory of Jeff Molina having done it himself is he, God, I am not in the brain to multitask. Okay. I promise I will talk about the Trump thing right after this because I know a lot about it because there was a point of my life where I paid very close attention to all this. Okay. So, but the reason why it makes sense is because what did Molina do the next day? Right. So this video comes out, him, and then the next day it's like, well, what are you going to say, Jeff? And he's like, well, this sucks. I wasn't planning on coming out but now that I have blah, blah, bloop, bloop. All right. Well, so if you were trying to stay in the closet, why would you have worn pride shorts why would you have worn pride shorts during Pride Month? Clearly it wasn't much of a secret, dude. You know what I mean? It obviously was not much of a secret. So it does make sense that he potentially would have released it himself. You know what I mean? Anyway, the Trump thing. So Trump is getting arrested on Tuesday. Trump said it himself. He actually put information out himself that he's getting arrested on Tuesday. He wants people to go out and protest. So the thing about that is that no one believes anything in the media, even if every news outlet is like, yeah, Trump's getting indicted and Trump's going to get arrested. And Trump himself is like, yeah, I'm getting arrested Tuesday. Literally still, no one believes anything. Like he's going to have to be in handcuffs for people to actually believe it. And he is absolutely going to get arrested on Tuesday for sure. And what they are arresting him for is such utter horseshit that it's absolutely ridiculous. All they're doing is trying to jam. They're arresting him for things that he did associated with the payoff to Stormy Daniels. So what he actually did, right? All that happened is that he banged a porn star. And I mean, listen, dude, if anybody is shocked that a president had sex with a slutty girl, it's like, what movie have you been watching for the last 50 years? They all do that. Maybe not Obama. I don't know about George Bush, but like Clinton, Biden, Trump, those guys are complete pussy hounds. Give me a break, dude. 100%. All of those guys do that shit. So it shouldn't be super shocking, that Trump has a dirty girl on his resume. And then when he's running for president, all of a sudden it's like, dude, this guy might actually win. They're all, hey, well, if it comes out that you cheated on your wife with this complete, blow up doll trash bag girl, that's probably not going to be great. Probably not going to be great for the, for the campaign. And they're like, well, how much do we going to need to pay her off? 130 grand. 130 grand. Think about that. 130 grand. You know, like obviously, listen, don't get me wrong. 130 grand to me is a lot of money. Like that would be a lot of money. There's a lot of things I would do for 130 grand all at once. But in the grand scheme of a presidential campaign, that isn't shit, dude. It's nothing. 130 fucking grand. They're spending that every 5 minutes. Stormy Daniels could have gotten 10 times that, dude. So anyway, they paid her off to shut the fuck up about it and sign an NDA. And that is what they are arresting him for. Give me a fucking break. And you want to know why? You want to know why like people are saying, oh, they don't have shit. That's not true. That's 100% not true. You want to know what they have? They have Michael Cohen, the guy who paid her off and managed all of it, the lawyer. He is on the Fed side. He flipped on Trump. They had him dead to rights and he flipped on Trump. That's why they're arresting him for this. So Michael Cohen, with all his bullshit, oh, he's going to flip on him, whatever. He's his fucking attorney. And all they've got is this fucking payment that he made to Stormy Daniels. That's the best they got. Ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous. What would I do for 130K? I don't know. I mean, you know, I would take a 130K base salary to go sell software. I've done it before, which I hate doing, but I'll do it again, I'm sure. Maybe. Ooh, let's check out the new Ring Girls, dude, because they're in the UK. We've never seen these ones before. But yeah, they're just doing it because they don't want Trump to win. Now, who are these girls? Wood and Carolina. They've actually got some heat, dude. Urban Paradise, thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much. They know they will never get Trump. It's not about putting him in prison. It's about challenging. It's about changing people's perception of his ability to win again. I kind of agree. I think that, okay, so here's the thing. When you look at law enforcement agencies and when you look at like people being prosecuted, right? Like people getting indicted and being prosecuted, it's easy to go, all right, who is like this is all one big apparatus. And in a lot of cases, it's actually not, right? So as an example, when John got as a matter of fact, I actually don't know who is indicting Trump. If any of you guys know where the indictment's coming from, then you guys tell me. Unsubscribe due to politics. Who is talking about? I'm not giving any opinion on anything. I'm telling you factual things that are happening right now. But it's like so as an example, like when John Gotti, has anybody heard me give an opinion on anything? Have I stated any opinion in one way or the other on anything? I literally haven't said I've said nothing of any opinion. I'm just telling you what's going on. So but anyway, like it's the state of New York, Manhattan. Okay, yeah. So like I said, so when John Gotti was everybody was chasing after John Gotti in the 80s. There was a state prosecutor named Diane Giacalone who thought that Laura, what's up? Thank you very much. Who thought she had a case against John Gotti. Patrick O'Connor, thank you very much, sir. Who thought she had a case against John Gotti. And what she had was she found out that one of John Gotti's right-hand guys had been working with the feds for years, right? And so she goes to him and she's like, I want you to testify against John Gotti or else I'm going to out you in the courtroom. And he was like, okay, well, I'm going to get killed if you do that. The feds, the FBI went to her and they're like, you can't do that. Like, you can't just out this guy that he's an informant. Like, he's going to get killed. You can't do that. So she just was like, well, too bad. I'm going to do it anyway. And she literally went against the feds. She put this guy out on blast. God, what the fuck is his name? It's driving me crazy. He was the guy who's half Italian, half Indian. He was a hitter. And like, anyway, bottom line is John convinced him that as long as he didn't testify in the case, that he'd be forgiven, that he'd be out of the life, but he wouldn't get killed. So the guy refused to testify. Sammy the Bull rigged the case. Sammy the Bull rigged the case, so they got to a juror, and John Gotti won the trial. And then ultimately, Gotti had the guy killed anyway. Like later on, the guy was working a construction job, and a bunch of guys rolled up and whacked him out. So at that point, then the feds brought the case. But the bottom line is just like, dude, as the state's office bringing a case against Trump does not represent the big federal apparatus necessarily. But it's also possible that they are working together and they're like, hey, why don't you guys bring this little stupid Stormy Daniels case against Trump, and then we'll come behind it with some much bigger case. It's possible, dude. Because dude, these girls are banging right now. Wood just landed a bunch of stuff. This Carolina has this is a good fight, dude. Wood is whipping that ass. I'm at 25 seconds. Jeez. Carolina throwing back. Oh! These are tough girls, dude. These are really tough girls, man. How would I get anyone to stand up? Anyway, so I'd rather send me $10 BTC and we can get that set up ASAP. I would too, because I would get to keep $10 of it as opposed to $5. Thank you very much, though, Dennis. I much appreciate it. I'm in Central in Texas. Okay, so anyway, like Michael Cohen testified in front of Congress, and he was working with the feds. So the fact that he is inevitably a part of this state case is concerning if you like Trump. Like if you're a Trump person, honestly, I mean, I'm like, now that I hadn't really thought a lot about this, to be perfectly honest, because I just saw it this morning. Like if you're a big Trump person, you should be concerned, because more than likely what is probably actually happening, now that I think about it, is they're probably going to bring this Stormy Daniels case in New York. And then they're going to come behind it with some kind of insurance fraud case. And then who knows what they're going to bring on in terms of federal charges. But like, I think that they might bombard him with a million cases. These guys will do anything to keep him out, dude. You know, they really will. But I'm not going to trip out about things that haven't happened yet. So we'll just wait and see what happens. Wait, what? Blah, blah. And the question, are you racist or not? I don't really even understand the question. No, I'm not. The answer is absolutely not. I am definitely not racist. I'm working on a new podcast with, on a new project with a couple of extraordinarily notorious black men from America that I will be excited to announce when it's ready. Ooh, Carolina coming back. Dude, these chicks are tough, man. It is not. No, it's not the Hodge twins. It's a couple guys who are set up to absolutely explode in success and notoriety. And they don't have a channel or a podcast yet. But they're superstars. Hard feelings between me and Guru, not on my side. Yeah, there are no hard feelings on my side with Guru at all. I I have no idea I mean, if I have only heard him say his height, but yeah, I mean, like as far as like, I know exactly what you know. But I mean, I told everybody I was 5'10" and I'm actually 5'2". I'm just kidding. That's not true. I am 5'10", believe it or not. Um, oh, Dennis, when I have a second, I'll make you a mod for next time. Ow! Man. How am I still fucking doing that? Jesus. It's so crazy, dude. I don't know if you guys have ever had an injury like I have right now, but the what the hold up. Keenan K just put up something that said that Leon knocked out Usman again. They got in a fight last night, I heard. Oh, I totally agree. I mean, listen, it's pretty straightforward, dude. When when we weren't going to do it again, I racked my brain and I was like, okay, I'm not going to put out like a second rate product. Like there's a specific reason why I wanted to do it with him. And it was because I knew it would be so good. And then I was like, okay, who else could I do it with that would be that good? And there is no one. So, why? I don't understand what's going on with Rigo. Why is everybody saying he got no, I didn't get arm barred. Wait, Jesus. People are talking about 18 different things. Thank you, Raymond. No, I tore my whatever bicep tendon that connects here and here. And apparently it's torn down here, but it hurts up here. And I heard it. I had an inside I grabbed an inside leg, and as I was coming up, I pulled his leg as literally a one, like as hard as I could. Like, let me do it with the other arm. Like, I just went, boom. Like, I was trying to yank his leg out from under him as I was coming up to run him over. And I just instantly knew I was injured. Like, it was just like, it hurt. It hurt. Like, it hurt bad, dude. It hurt super bad. Like, my arm was, I couldn't stop my arm from shaking too. It hurt so fucking bad. And then it feels better now, though, actually. It does feel better, dude. Let Ariel rub my podcast. Yeah, dude. I do know exactly what the injury is. I got an MRI. It's the torn. I mean, I don't know if you guys are actually people who know injuries. I'll read you exactly what it is. It is a distal bicep tendon abnormality, increased signal intensity and delamination of the tendon from the myotendinous junction to the radial tuberosity, consistent with a sprain / partial tear. There is fluid signal along the course of the partially torn tendon, as well as some fluid in the bicipital radial bursa. Hang on, there was something else. So the full thing was partial tear without retraction of the distal bicep tendon with edema along the course of the partially torn tendon with some fluid in the bicipital radial bursa. And then the surrounding tendon has mild proximal extensor tendinosis. That's what it is. Ooh. Yeah, that is exactly what it is. Being a wuss. No perks, dude. That's funny, dude. That is funny. How many people understand that reference? Say, if you know that reference, put it in the chat right now. Put it in there. Who knows that reference? Not Waterboy. Correct, Fooly Cooley. Excellent work. Correct. That's when Billy Madison gets to high school. Chlorophyll, more like borophyll. There was something else I wanted to talk about from the ear thing. Heard him. There's something else I wanted to talk about from recent MMA stuff, and I can't think of what it is because I am a moron. Think, dude. Think. I'm missing something important. Oh, I know what it was. And I will tell you in a second. Ew. Delish. Ugh. Oh, I got something for you guys to do. Who wants free money right now? You do. If you go to the link in the description and you go, or no, there's no link actually. Just go to your app store if you're in the United States and download Thrive Fantasy and use the promo code FIRE when you set up your account. They will double your deposit and I will give you the free bet. There's a free bet in there right now, which is Leon Edwards will get more than one significant strike. It's prop betting. The game is super fun. And you just pick prop bets and they're giving you a free prop. They'll double your deposit and they'll give you a free prop bet on Thrive Fantasy. If you use the promo code FIRE. Thrive Fantasy. You guys should definitely do it. Because I'm being totally serious. It would be hard to lose. Like if you like, you can do these bets where you pick two, at the least two prop bets combined, and they're going to give you one for free when it's your first bet. So you literally just have to get one other one right because the Leon Edwards, unless you guys think that that Leon Edwards won't land a single strike, MMA girly, are you a real girl? Come on. No way, dude. I never believe it, dude. I don't believe it. Who do you guys think won this fight, dude? Let me see something here. MMA Girly has 88 subscribers. Let's see, dude. Let's see. 5 pounds. We'll see if Tony can maximize what is a whopping 6 advantage. Oh my God, I can't show this. What am I doing? Ah! Jeez. Sorry. Hopefully that doesn't demonetize the thing. This is one of those fights. MMA Girly can't copyright me, but the UFC could if I left that up for a little bit. Like if I would have kept that up for more than 3 seconds, then the UFC could come get me. I will tell you that everybody's picks, Snafu, what's up, dog? Everybody's picks on the main and co-main are like the credible people that I've talked to are all over the place, man. Like really like all over the place. There's no consensus at all on either fight. You know? Like there's no consent because like this is what a close fight, dude. 26-24, 17-18, and then 27 to 20, whatever that was. That's crazy. Those stats were insanely close. Because when you break down the two fights, it's like, you know, Marty and Leon, like Leon decisively won the first round, was the first person to take Kamaru down and do well. And that's when he was fresh. He's in the altitude and he gets tired. And then he ends up starching him in the fifth. But in between there, you have Kamaru completely demoralizing and dominating him. So it's like, all right, well, that's really hard. And you're all, now Leon is going to be more confident. Kamaru looks kind of relaxed, a little bit too relaxed, for me. So mental edge kind of goes to Leon. So like the smart money is of course on Kamaru, but then like, I don't know, man, all the X factors kind of look in Leon's direction. And then on Fiziev against Gaethje, like I've had a couple people, former UFC fighters that are like, dude, Fiziev is gonna whip Gaethje's ass. And then I also have a couple coaches who are like, nah, dude, Gaethje's gonna beat Fiziev. And when you listen to the reasoning, like it mirrors my thinking exactly, which is why I can't pick the fight very confidently. Is because like if you look at pure X's and O's, like striking or where do these two guys like to fight, and since they both like to bang on the feet, how do those styles match up? It's like, okay, well, Gaethje has tremendous power, but he's not quite as fast as Fiziev, and Fiziev has much better technique. Just pure Muay Thai technique is better. And so it's like, okay, well, Fiziev is faster and he has a little bit better Muay Thai technique. So theoretically, that should favor Fiziev. However, then you go to the next level of analysis and it's like, all right, well, how's Gaethje's chin? It's like absolute fucking granite. And who does it favor if these guys get into a complete and total merciless dogfight? Gaethje. And then so what's their and Gaethje, you know what you're going to get. What's Fiziev's like, what's his mental? How does he approach fighting? Like when he's in there, can he stay calm in the fire? Absolutely not. He is going to go nuts. He's going to, he's like a guy. He's going to go nuts. And so that favors Gaethje, right? That favors Gaethje. So I don't know. I don't know. Like, because Gaethje's losses, new Gaethje. I'm not talking old Gaethje that would just stand in the pocket and just rah, 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 rah. I'm talking new Gaethje. Hasn't lost to someone who didn't have submissions to jump on, right? Because against Khabib, Khabib had one of the best performances I've ever seen because he stood in front of him, made him a little bit tired, then shot, and then subbed him. But Khabib was not eating 5 more leg shots like that. He just wasn't, dude. Like those leg kicks were going to fold Khabib's leg eventually. And then he shot and he submitted on the ground. Charles hurt Gaethje, but then he jumped in and subbed him. Fiziev is a pure striker, right? Like he's going to have to finish Justin on the feet. Now that can be done, of course, because Justin has been knocked out before to strikes, but not since he changed the way he fights. But also the other two guys who did knock him out are probably not quite as good striking, Dustin and Eddie Alvarez. So it's just it's tough, man. It is a tough call. Fiziev is from Kyrgyzstan by way of Tiger Muay Thai in Thailand. See, this is a believable story. I like it. Fizzyev's last fight was against RDA. Really good fight. And then Fiziev knocked him out in the 5th. Gaethje's 1-2 in his last 3, but his losses were to Khabib and Oliveira. And he stunned Oliveira first, right? And then intelligently did not jump on him because that would be dumb. That would be dumb. Hey, everybody in the chat, 2 things. Can you like the stream? And then also, can you put in the chat what country you are in right now? I'm very curious where the group is from. Malcolm Gordon looks like a sav, dude, but he is a huge dog. Man, he's plus 350. Armenia, what's up, dude? See, this is what I thought, dude. I had a feeling that California. That's funny, dude. See, that's what I thought. I had a feeling that we were like going to be 50-50 domestic and international. Oklahoma, I just watched a documentary about Oklahoma City. A really excellent one. I believe Hadley is the one no other executive wanted besides Dana or something. Scotland, Maine. Yeah, we're split down the middle. I like it. Alabama. This guy looks like he loves nothing more than punching people in the face. He also looks like if you had him totally alone and he knew what he said next would never get seen, and you were like, hey, what did you think about Jeff Molina's video? He'd be like, I'd love to smash that little, you know? And I meant smash like beat him up. He looks like the kind of person that might stand outside of a bar that caters to those types of people and be violent. No offense, Hadley. I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just joking. Jeez. You know? The white dude is who I was talking about. All right, here we go. Hadley versus Gordon. Gordon just sticking a faint jab out. Measuring. Ooh, Hadley threw a big long cross. Gordon came back with a long hook. Ooh. Hadley is just walking him down. Good distance management. Excellent distance management. Hey, also, how many of you guys are actually watching the fights? Like, say whether or not you're watching the fight in the chat. See, it looked like it's so crazy that these guys are 125 pounds, dude. Oh, that's it, dude. That's it. Hadley knocked him out with a body shot. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. That was a nuclear body shot, dude. Just collapsed his liver into his. Oh my God, he can't get up. That's one of the most ruthless body shots I've ever seen with a punch, dude. Oh, and the solar plex. Oh my God, dude. That's my nightmare right there, dude. Oh my God, that's my nightmare. Oh my God. That's not his liver, dude. That's his solar plex. Oh my God. Oh my God. That hurts so bad, dude. That hurts so bad. Oh my God. Oh my God. That hurts so bad. That was like right there. Kind of right there. Probably crushed his rib and his solar plex at the same time. Like that was, oh my God, that was so gnarly, dude. I lived in San Diego for 6 years. Yeah, dude. Those solar plex shots are just, all right, he's standing up now. There's certain kinds of pain you can't fight through, dude. You know? Ooh, man. I hate that, dude. I hate those shots. Ugh. Holland, what's up, dude? Man, that must have hurt. Hang on, I gotta turn this up. Whoa. Ooh, that was actually not in the solar plex. Oh, oh my God. I mean, that's just a vicious body shot. It's not like there doesn't need to be a that's at AG1, son. Dude, it's like I don't understand. Like, I love how now it's like someone finishes a fight and they're like, I need to ask you a question. So that's a great body shot. Did you train that technique specifically? It's like, it was a body shot. Of course he trained that specifically. You know what I mean? Like, did he train body shots specifically? Did he train specifically? Come on. Dude, I have an excellent recommendation for you guys for tomorrow. Okay? Excellent recommendation when the fight, for Sunday. Go on Fox's new app and do a free trial and then watch the new documentary about the Jussie Smollett thing. It's like 5 parts. It is so good. It's so good, dude. What was I about to look up? Did wait, I don't know. I appreciate that, William. I'm not really never listened to anyone but myself. You got to listen to some people, man. You know what I mean? Jussie. It would be crazy. Oh, here we go. Fizaev and Justin Gaethje. Oh my God, that is going to be so fun, dude. Let's go. What? You guys should watch that documentary. Those two guys are stars, man. They're hilarious. Let me actually see if I can find that. Like I saw a clip. I saw a clip on I saw a funny clip of the of them describing. Hold on. Where is it? I guess it's only on. Oh, ah. Oh, here it is. This is so funny, dude. It's where the guys describe they describe like doing the fake hate crime on Jussie. It's so funny, dude.
Actually recreate the controversial attack.
We started yelling the famous slurs he wanted us to yell. Hey, aren't you that Empire? Empire. It's MAGA country. And he said, what did you say to me? And then that's when I threw the first punch at him. I held the blow because I didn't want to hurt him, of course. So I made it look real.
Watch them throw punches, though.
I held it. Then we started tussling, moving around, and then I threw him to the ground.
Hey, little known fact. Those guys are fighters. Little known fact. Those guys are fighters. They're boxers. Both those guys are. Can you imagine like if they actually tried to hurt Jussie? Jussie Smollett by himself against two guys who spend all day training to box? Just whip that ass, dude. All right. So now what do we got? What do we got? Who do we got here? This guy looks mean, dude. Dusko Todorovic. Dusko Todorovic. Ooh. MMA girly. Never mind. You guess what? No, my testosterone's at 900, actually 879 or something. I just had it tested. No, that was a lie, dude. They talked about that. They talked about that on the documentary. And like it's for sure not true, dude. 100% not true. They said that because they came up with so when they went to trial, like they had to come up with like some kind of defense, and they were like, so exactly why would these guys make the story up? And they were like, well, and so like the story they came up with was that like, you know how they always said that they were Nigerian? They're not even Nigerian, they're American, dude. Like they're like American via their parents are from Nigeria. Like they're born in America. Like those guys are born in America. And so they're like, okay, so what we're going to say is that Jussie and one of the brothers, you know, had gotten down like a clown, Charlie Brown. And the brother was like, are you kidding me? And their culture is super homophobic. And so he was like, now you know what we're going to have to do to get you. We're going to frame him for a hate crime. And then we're going to blackmail him for millions of dollars. It's like the most ludicrous story of all time. And it hinged on some serious homosexual sex. We called Jeff Molina. And they were like, Jeff, will you conspire with Jussie to frame these guys for some? And then Jeff Molina put out a video and he was like, that's one of the Osendario brothers. No, it's not me. Anywho, so this is Christian Leroy Duncan, UFC debut, 5 wins by knockout, 3 first-round finishes. Let's go. He looks mean too. Both these guys look mean. He looks relaxed mean though. He's saving his energy. So like a lot of times as a guy who has watched, if I honestly tried to guesstimate how many times I have seen a dude walking into the octagon and then tried to assess their, like what's in their head, impossible to guesstimate, right? So this dude that's walking in right now is doing a very, very specific technique that a lot of guys do that are super dangerous. And it's what Khabib did. And that is, a lot of guys get themselves all hyped up. They're like, let's go. These guys intentionally take all their energy and they put it in a box and they try to use absolutely as little energy as possible. And so they go in and they look super relaxed. And almost every time guys who look like that come out swinging, dude, swinging. We will discuss this in a second, KB. That's an interesting story. Source familiar with the matter that I was rolling with Fabio when he put me in an armbar and caused my injury. Yeah, exactly what happened was he put me, thank you for the super chat, good sir. He put me in an armbar and he was trying to stretch me out. And so I went like this and I went like this. And I realized his armbar, his whole body was wrapped around my index finger. I was like, let go. Ow, my knuckles. Fuck. Fabio, let go. And he snapped my knuckle with an armbar. That's what happened. Excellent question. It is true. He broke my finger with an armbar. He broke my finger with an armbar. See, I got Fabia improv all day. You throw me a Fabia situation, I will think of a tiny little man joke on it, dude. That's it. That's what it is, dude. Did he break your arm with an armbar? Yes, he did. My index finger. He broke it. Let's look at this ring girl. Ooh, what's up, girl? Ooh, she's cute, dude. For a blonde. Finger bar, exactly. All right, now watch this black dude. I bet you he's going to be super explosive. But Todorovic is from Eastern Europe, and they are super mean. Their entire population, super mean. Super mean. I can't hear what they're saying because I asked my kids to bring me my Bluetooth headphones, and they failed. Ooh, that was a good technique, dude. Wow, did you guys see that? That kick that Todorovic just threw? That was nuts. He did the equivalent of a question mark kick, but it was like a fake leg kick that he transitioned to a side kick to the body. That was a great technique, dude. Wow. Oh, and the thing that we're going to talk about after this is we're going to talk about Conor and USADA again because he went off after I did my video. Because anyone else who did what Conor did on Twitter would be so fucked. Yeah, he did do it twice, but the second time he put his foot down in between. Unless he did that the first time also, and I didn't see it. So let's see if these guys are good grapplers. Each of them has an underhook. Duncan's got him pressed against the fence. Olovic is trying to guard against knees with his knee and then trying not to give up the position. Todorovic, Duncan. Just let go, dude. Whoa. Oh, shit. He's hurt. Todorovic's knee just folded. Oh, man. That sucks, dude. He's injured. Man. TRT. He's injured. That's terrible, dude. I hate when guys get injured, man. Oh, no, nothing even happened, dude. Oh, man, nothing even happened. Wait a minute. That was the other knee. Hold on. Oh, God, I saw it. Oh, man, I saw it. Ah. Yikes, dude. Yikes. That hurts, dude. It was just, the first couple times I was watching, I was looking for like in the replay, I was looking at his left leg, and then I realized there's the other one. I watch it on, you absolutely could see it. Oh man. Oh my God. God, that looks like it hurts, man. Man. Oh gosh, that is terrible, man. That sucks, dude. Poor fucking guy. What a terrible feeling, dude. Gosh, man. That's terrible. Man. Terrible, dude. Listen, like, I don't know if you guys, I don't know how many of you guys train. I don't know how many of you guys have ever fought. I don't know how many of you guys have ever dealt with like unemployment or fear of unemployment or whatever. But dude, injuries like that, it's terrible. Because you basically, I mean, like seriously, like think about this, dude. Think about like, so literally right now, this thing with my arm, I was going to be out for 2 months, right? I have no money associated with my jiu-jitsu career, obviously. It's just something that I really genuinely love doing. And I like making progress. And the anxiety of not being able to train hard for like 2-3 months was overwhelming. Has nothing to do with my actual life. But I have gone through, you know, huge peaks and valleys in my career. We're potentially going through one right now, actually. But to have all of that converge at once, where you get a serious injury, you immediately know it's serious. It's your knee. And like, if you're an athlete, dude, like, that like, it's a tendon or a ligament or whatever. And you just know, like, it's like an ACL, MCL, PCL, one of those. If you're going to have it surgically repaired, it's a 9. So my buddy in Brazil, he had torn his ACL and he came to Austin because he's also in tech. He's a brown belt and he was coming to visit because of work. So he wanted to come and train and meet Victor Hugo and meet Shanji and all them. And like, so he came to our gym and he watched and he was like, he was telling, like, so once he got surgery, he's going to be out for 10 months. And so he just got the surgery and then he's not gonna be able to train for like 10 months, dude. Now imagine if your entire livelihood is based on that. Like, that's the thing that people don't understand. These guys are like, well, I'm sure a lot of you guys do, but they're independent contractors, right? UFC makes that very clear. What that actually means is that the UFC does, if they get injured, it's like you can't train for 9 to 10 months like that, right? You can't train hard for 9 to, so like they can't even, there's no way they're fighting for over a year. And a guy like him, how much money do you think he makes, dude? You know what I mean? How much money do you think he makes? Especially when he just lost, right? So if he's making 30 and 30, he just made 30 minus his coaches, minus his training, all that stuff, minus taxes. And he knows he's not getting another paycheck for a year. Just try to imagine how how stressful that actually is. Now, if he's single and he lives by himself, it's not that big a deal. I mean, it sucks, but like these guys who have a family and kids, I don't know, man. I would never give anyone well, that's not true. I would actually. If I was going to give someone advice on how to manage their family, like family stuff like that, and these guys had their mindset on being a fighter, I would just be like, listen, dude, if you meet a girl that you love, it is what it is, right? But marry a girl that makes her own money, be very, very cautious about having kids until you've really made it, because that extra pressure, it's so much uncertainty. Like on your way up, you have you just don't want to have to be in a sport where you're dealing with that level of pressure. And like right now, like Bisping, no, like in all honesty, if you want to look at like people who had the most successful careers in UFC out of anyone, Conor McGregor excluded, obviously, I would say Bisping and Cormier might be the two top guys, because not only did they make lots of money when they were fighting, additionally to that, they got to work permanently after, like in commentating, making real money, making $20,000, $25,000 every time they commentate for one of these shows. And obviously Bisping has the channel, he does live shows. Like, you can't do it better than that. That is, I mean, you can't do it, but the number, I mean, dude, you're talking about 2 people that have ever done that. Like in terms of like, and Chael too. And Chael too. You know? Dude, Bisping's looking fresh today. He's going home to the UK. He's going to look good. I talked to him last week. He was doing whatever show he was at, flying to the UK, and then he gets done here and he flies immediately over to San Antonio, and he's doing the San Antonio show. So like, just on that, like, that's real money, dude, right? He's making whatever he's making this week, which is probably actually a lot more than 25, because he does all those different, like, it's not just like the show, it's like a pay-per-view. So he's doing all the interviews. He's working for an entire week. He's probably making a lot of dough. And then he goes directly over to San Antonio and he's working that show. I still got to get my tickets for that show. I met Bisping when I did his show twice. And then we stay in touch. We text back and forth all the time. He's good peeps, dude. He and his wife follow us on Instagram. We follow them. Like me and Bisping's like home life is very, very similar. Although he has boys and they're older than my kids, but we can speak intelligently about that type of stuff. Josh, thank you very much, dude. Thank you so much. I mean, dude, like, it's crazy. Like, I don't know, dude. Life is like for 99.9999999% of the population, like financial struggle is like built into the experience, you know? Like it just is. It's like there's no one, like there's genuinely no one who, well, not no one, but very, 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 very few people who get to a point where like they have no concerns financially about their work, whatever. Cause like as stable as things look like they are, dude, shit changes, man. And like when you have a family, shit's expensive, dude. I mean, I'm still figuring out what the fuck I'm going to do. I got fired from my job for not having the jab, which is ludicrous. And I was just like, well, I guess I'll just, you know, like it's not dire. I could take my time and kind of figure out what I want to do. And then the banking failures are now happening and so like all the companies that I would theoretically go work for, dude, this is crazy. Actually, I can't believe I haven't talked about this yet. So all the tech company, like the SVB bank collapse thing that happened in Silicon Valley. So the sector that I work in, or, you know, have always worked in prior to, you know, what happened to me when, you know, what happened. Like I obviously stay in touch with all of I'm really well connected in that industry. Obviously a lot of like people who I'm friends with outside of the industry are in like leadership positions. And then there's a million people that I've worked with previously who all work in that sector. And when the SVB thing happened, I was just like texting her. I'm like, dude, are you guys affected like this? You know, are you guys here, Bernard, let's discuss in a second. So I'm like, are you guys affected? So basically like SAP obviously is outside of the reach of Silicon Valley Bank, of course, because it's big, it's enormous. But like SAP as an example, it was a customer of a company that I used to work for a few years ago, you know, consuming a product that like, you know, my company has 1,000 employees, which seems like a nice, stable company. But when SVB goes down, now that company is an exception because there's no scenario where they're going to go out because the owner is the son of one of the wealthiest families in Canada. But like the other companies like that, I talk to them and they're like, dude, we're having to take a loan to make payroll. Talking about like big companies, dude, like big companies. And they had to go out and take loans to make payroll this week because of SVB. Like companies that have done like an example, like they had just done a $50 million round of funding. And they were in a jam where they had to go take a loan to make payroll for their customers. That's how big a deal this SVB thing was, So, for me, like, I'm like, going into, like I said, I was just going to kind of take my time and decide what I wanted to do. But we're in a situation where now I was probably going to go get a gig. And now it's like, just any of the companies that I would have gone and worked for, now they're scrambling to be able to pay their people because of SVB, which means obviously no one's going to hire anybody. They're like, yeah, we're just kind of trying to make sure that we can stay afloat. So it's like, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you guys, like, who anybody is. Like, shit changes fast and they get jammed up. Like the guy, what's his name? The Dilbert guy? Like the Dilbert guy, who one of the most successful, comic guys in the world. He makes a comment on YouTube, and every single newspaper's like, we're not taking Dilbert anymore. All of his money goes away like that. It's just rough, dude. It's rough out there. And then of course, like, look at people in Ohio, you have a train derail and suddenly, like, whatever they're doing over there just all disappears. And what are people supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, what are they supposed to do? And like in California, right? Like, I don't hear people talk about this particular thing enough, which is like, everyone's like, there's so many homeless people in LA. There's so many homeless people in San Francisco. There's just these huge homeless encampments. And it's like, the city is so poorly run. You're like, well, but why? And they're like, well, because the policies, they're not making them leave. It's like, okay, partly that. Can you think of any other reason why there might be so many homeless people? Is because the economy got crushed and they can't afford rent or a mortgage. So they're just a shit. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, people who don't have a safety net, who don't have families they can go to. Like, it's not like everyone has a family they can go to. It's not like everyone has friends that'll loan them money. Like, that shit's like, not everybody has that. And so people run into really hard times and they have they don't have anything. There's nothing they can do. So what are they going to do? They've got kids. They've got a wife. Like, so they pitch a tent somewhere and they just live in it. You know what I mean? Thank you for the super chat, Josh. Very much. Wait, Amazon canceled Utopia? You know that Utopia is a remake of a show that was in the UK from about, like, I don't know, 8 years earlier or something like that? This is partially true. This is partially true. But it depends on your situation. Like I said, dude, my situation, how do you think I built this channel, dude? I had a full-time job and I did this on top of it. You have any idea how many hours I work on this per week? It's insane. Like, in all seriousness, if I really tried to gauge how many hours a week I work on what I'm doing here, it would probably be, let me think about this. So, easily 35 hours a week, if not more, probably actually much more if I include, talking to people and I had a full-time, very well-paying job and then well-paying job gone. Like, that's not a matter of working harder. It's just circumstances. You know what I mean? And we have other money coming in also that things can just go like this and they can be in big jeopardy is all I'm saying. Like, for anybody, no matter how hard you work, things happen that are out of your control. Now, of course, if you're a hard-minded person, then you just figure out exactly what you're going to do next and you grind, right? And you do whatever you have to do. That's the other thing, dude. It's like anyone can go drive an Uber around. Anyone could go do Uber Eats and deliver food. Like, there are ways to make money, assuming that you have a car, right? Like, anyone can do that stuff. And you just hustle and you figure out what you're going to do long term. I had in 2017, I had no options, absolutely none. I was dead with no options. and I figured out a way to pull myself back. But like, that doesn't mean it just, everybody struggles, man. Everybody. How much do you bring in a week doing that? Ballpark. I'm really curious. The other thing too is like, the absolute most important advice that I can ever give anyone is don't let your monthly commitments 2 hours a week from, oh, wow. So you can make $200 a day. If you did 6 to 8, DoorDash 20 to 30 an hour. That's good, dude. That's good, man. So, cause you could do 6 to 8 hours a day, do it 5 days a week, make $4,000 in a month. That's solid, dude. That's really solid, dude. Thank you for that information. Anyway, so like, the key though, cause nothing is more important than options, right? I learned this, like I remember in 2012, like about 10 years ago, like 10, 11 years ago, before I started MLF, where it was in between, like I built a debt settlement company and then I got out of that and I took a regular job. And I did that out of just pure panic. The biggest financial blunder of my entire life. I panicked. I think most people probably would have made the same decision, but it cost me what would have been financial like stability for the rest of my life had I stayed where I was. It's a catastrophic decision. However, I wouldn't have ever done MLF. I would have never done that show. I never would have been put on this track. So who knows? In the long run, this will probably be better. But like, but I remember like looking at, like, I was dying inside doing what I was doing, just dying, dude. Like I don't even know how to describe it. Like if you guys feel like you know me pretty well, which I'm sure you guys do, just imagine me, like what my mindset would be in a job, like driving around selling, like, I don't know, like dental lasers to dentists. And I had no other options except to do that. Like I was literally dying inside, dying, dude, just fucking dying. And I would look at all these different things that I wanted to be able to do. But by that point, I had a baby and a wife. And it was just like, so I have to make X amount of dollars because we have 2 cars, we have a house, like we have all, like I have to make this much. And so like I would look and I'm like, dude, even if someone offered me that job, the most insane job ever, I couldn't take it. And that was a realization where it was just like, fuck, man, like the absolute key to having options is low monthly bills. Who cares about what kind of car you have? Who cares about anything other? Like if you're like, keep your bills as low as you possibly can. That's the key. This is not exactly correct. Like, here's what it is. The lack of money will make you unhappy. That's the actual equation is that the lack of money will make you very, very stressed and unhappy. But once you get to a certain point where you have enough money coming in per month to cover your bills and give you freedom to do the things that you want to do, at that point, you will hit a certain level of happiness and much more money either way. Like if you have a big hit, you're happy for a day, but like there is a threshold where money in the bank, when it goes up, doesn't matter. It doesn't make you any more or less happy. And then it comes down to like your actual life. You know what I mean? I am that is honestly, I'm trying to think of the right way to do it because I would absolutely do that. But the whole point is like I'm not in a position where I can take on things that are going to take a long time without making money doing it. And the whole point is I want to help people that can't afford to pay me a bunch of money. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's the conundrum. Like, I don't want to put together a course that's going to require someone who's already struggling to like dig super deep into their finances to pay me for me to be able to give them information that they, circumstances they might not be able to take the information I give them and make it work. I can certainly put this type of information in people's ear to make them feel better, where it's like, we're all doing this together. All of us are, everybody is together on this, dude. Like, there are some people who are wealthy, whatever, but the majority of us are struggling. Everyone is, dude. Even if you're making more money than you spend, everyone is struggling. And if the feeling of all of us doing it together makes me feel better. So it's like I would like to be able to put it together a community where we talk about business, the best strategies to kind of build something that you're trying to work on, your, I don't know, like family and strategy. And then like addiction, I feel like is just right in there also, because how do people cope with hopelessness like that? And so if people are all doing it together, I really think it would help a lot of people, and it would help me too. But again, I just don't I don't know how to structure it as a business, because I just don't, I don't know. But again, it's like, one thing I am actually definitely going to do is I'm going to put together a course for building on YouTube, and I'm going to sell it, because there are all these people that sell these courses. It's their whole job. They sell these courses on building on like Instagram and on TikTok and all that, and they charge a lot of money for it. And being able to build on YouTube is A, way more valuable, and B, there are very few credible people who actually know how to do it. Because anytime that you look under the hood of these people who are doing that, you're like, let's see what you've done. And none of them have successfully built a channel, And so I'm going to do that. I haven't decided what I'm going to charge for it, but that one, I will be able to provide tremendous value. But I have to build the course first, and then figure out what my schedule is going to be, actually speaking with them, consulting them, looking through their thumbnails, looking through their titles, looking at their content, and helping them actually build the channel. Cause my thing too, if you look around at a lot of, people who are influencers in one way or another, and how they, people who sell, I don't know. If I take someone's money for any reason at all, I feel 100% responsible for delivering the value that they put the money up for. It's as simple as that. I'm not taking anybody's money unless I know that I can provide the value. Now, for YouTube and stuff, I can't make them create content consistently, things like that. But I absolutely can give them all of the tools that they need in order to be able to do that, if they can do the work. And then I could promote them myself. I could, promote them on my socials and stuff. Like my buddy Lutch, who went to, a perfect example. So he went to the very first live show that we did, right? $1,500 for a ticket. We hung out in Las Vegas, and he's an aspiring YouTube streamer. And I'm paying attention to everybody. And I very quickly figured out, he's not like a baller that just can drop $1,500 on something. So I figured out, I was like, oh, okay, he did this with the intention of meeting me and turning me into a contact that could potentially help him build his YouTube channel. And that was a year ago. And his channel is, he just I paid for his, I went overboard for him probably, but I paid for his logo rebrand. I came up with his rebrand. I've promoted his channel on my channel a bunch of times. I've given him advice on all tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff. And his channel just got monetized about a month ago. We got him to where now he has a monetized channel. And that wasn't even a course. That was just I figured out that that's why he came to the show. And so I helped him. I'm a hypocrite. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I have no idea about this. That's correct, Randall. I didn't even do a March Madness bracket this year, which is kind of weird. Ooh, good shot. Another good shot. Oh, not me. Okay. Dude, I'm clicking on this because I want to see your thumbnail. Is that you in the thumbnail? Because if so, scary. Thank you, Sacrificial Lambs. Dude, I'll talk about this in a second. There's 22 seconds left in this round. Great fight. These featherweights are so fat. Like, featherweight's great because they're, even though they're like, doesn't seem, there's not like as many, there's not quite as many like top tier guys just because Volkanovski's cleared it out so well. But 45 is such a good weight. Oh, yes. In each other's face after the round. Let's see him bang after this. That was awesome. There are so many, like, it's like a great weight where they're really fast and they're also still powerful. 55-2 and 70, actually. Okay, so my take on the next 287 would be is like it's really tough, dude. It's a tough call because it's one of those things where, I mean, honestly, think about how the fight in Utah went with Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman. Like, Usman was dominating, and then boom, he gets caught at the very end of the fight. So a lot of people are like, well, obviously Usman's going to come out and he'll just dominate again. That's basically exactly what happened with Izzy and Alex, except that Alex has figured out a way to win 3 times, dude. 3 times. So, like, it's really, really tough to bet against that. Like, think about the confidence going into a fight with a guy where you've won 3 times in a row, you know? It's just, I mean, ooh. I don't want to talk about retirement today, my dude. That's like, I don't talk about, I don't want to talk about this just because, oops. Oh, you're welcome, sir. Retirement is one of those things that's like, that's just, that inevitably is just going to drive a tremendous amount of stress. Like, if I talk about this stuff, I'm genuinely like trying to help, you know, like let people know that like I struggle with this stuff. Me. Where it's like, you know, we had the world by the balls and now we have to scramble too. Like, the retirement conversation for people, the majority of people are literally just trying to make ends meet. The majority of people, like the vast majority of people, they have no ability to think about retirement. And so I don't talk about it because if it's something that, like, you know, it's like, dude, you got to make sure that you can feed your family this week. So I try to focus on like, let's like sure that we can like get people to solve that problem. You know what's interesting about that though, that I heard interesting point that I heard from Jordan Peterson, which I didn't know, is he talks about how you know, they've done about, that's a nut shot. They've done a bunch of studies about, so, you know, if I was going to summarize Jordan Peterson's position on like on managing the world, it's that getting as much energy to the poor people as possible is the way that you are going to protect the environment, because human beings need to be able to plan past, for a certain amount of time to be able to think about anything other than we're just surviving this week. And if they're just surviving this week, they do things that just are dirty. They're burning trash. They're like all kinds of things that are terrible for the environment. So, dude, man, Santos, that's a nasty kick, man. Murphy comes back. Santos, dude, being able to switch stances like that is so sick, dude. Whoa. I mean, I'll say this about people's long-term planning for sure, which is all of like the cultural shift away from having kids is it's like I said, like, I feel like talking about saving for long-term planning and stuff for people is really you should only do that in a place that is specifically for that, because all it does is just provide tremendous stress to people who can't do it. So why talk about it, right? But the most common sense thing that get his back. Got him. One hook in. That was a great back take, dude. Body triangle. Oh, he's got his foot down the middle. You could foot lock him. He could. Oh, no, he hooked. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. So can you do that foot lock if he's got his foot hooked like that? Any of you jits guys, if I've never seen someone, I don't think so he's got his foot in between his legs. Like he could just triangle his foot and foot lock him right here. But he was hooking his leg inside the other leg. I don't know if you could still finish it that way. I think you could, right? But it's so crazy, dude. I used to get so bored watching the grappling for years, dude. For years. And now like when someone, when they get into grappling exchanges, that's when I'm like, oh wait, hang on for a second, guys. I need to watch this. I'm trying to see if what he's doing there is a defense against getting foot locked when you put a body triangle on a guy. Oh, nice transition. 7 seconds. He's trying to get the arm out. Oh, too bad. It's over. Dude, we got a who's a weirdo. He got I have a guy that I train with he's a really high level purple belt. He's about to get his brown belt. And this one day he was like, that position you get in where you have a guy in an arm bar and they grab a hold of their hand, and like the only thing that is keeping them from getting arm barred is their grip. I get into that position. I get people in that position all the time, and they're like, it tends to be people who are really strong. And I'm like, I'm just yanking on their arm. And he taught me this thing. He's like, look, go through. He's like, just drill with your buddy all the different ways that you can grab that grip, So he's like, cause there's always a way to break it. Right. To break it, where it's like, if he takes this grip, and he showed, he's like, you go like this, and it's like, and you can't hold it. He's like, if they do this, you do this, you do this. And, it's crazy. No matter how they are gripping their arm to hold it, there is a specific way that will break their grip instantly. And he showed it to us, and he's like, you guys should just go and just drill this all day long. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to when I get back. And, it's really slick. And he obviously memorized all of them. So it's like, if they're doing this, you just do that, and it breaks it instantly. There's no way anyone could hold on the way that he does them. I have a dummy at home. I have a dummy at home, and I've practiced the top top transition to armbar a million times. So, and I like top pressure is really like where the like top pressure and taking people's back is like kind of where my game is strongest. So I end up in the position to take an armbar a lot. But my legs are short. So like I submitted a guy from the bottom with a triangle who's 250 pounds, maybe like, I don't know, the week before I got injured. And that was the first time ever that I had finished someone from the bottom with a triangle, because I just didn't think I mean, aside from like small people, like that I would never actually be fighting, but like, I didn't think that I was physically able to do it. Like, I didn't think that my legs were long enough. And I figured out this trick, you know, that, once I can train again, I'm going to practice. Man, this is a good fight, dude. Oh, jab to the body from Murphy. No, I understand paying into the pension. And like, and honestly, those pensions are scary in a lot of cases too, dude. Like where they're like, Gabrielle's mom, I mean, one of the reasons why I have to stress that is because, like, you know, we have to take care of her mom. And it's like she had paid into a pension with American Airlines forever. I'm sorry, not American Airlines, with TWA. And so when American Airlines bought TWA, they just scrapped their pensions. It's fucking crazy that they can do that, you know? But again, like I was saying originally, it's like she's okay because she had kids, like she has a kid. These millennials who are not having kids because whatever reason the media is telling them that it's a bad idea or whatever it is, like where culturally they're not having kids, is fucking crazy to me. Because it's like, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do? What are you going to do when you can't work anymore if you don't have kids? Not to mention having kids is the best thing ever. Like I remember when we were younger, I always made a thing. I was like, don't ever talk to people about having kids. It's like, it's their own decision. And like, you don't want to, and this is still true. Like, you don't want to ask a married couple, like a specific married couple, like, hey, why aren't you guys having kids? Because you have no idea what's going on in their life. Like they might have some kind of, they might be sterile or whatever. You have no idea. It's super tacky to talk to someone about that. But as a society, when everybody is just not having kids now, like I have 10 cousins, 10, and only one of them, and they're all now they're in their 30s. Yeah. All of them are at least 30 now. Only one of them, one of them is pregnant, and the rest of them have no kids, which is fucking crazy. Like I just don't know I don't know what these people are going to do, dude. It's going to be a really serious problem. Although, who knows, dude? In 30 years, our society might be completely changed where who knows? If they're successful with the Great Reset and it works, maybe old people will be taken care of, or maybe they'll be euthanizing them. Who knows, dude? You know what I mean? My guess would be euthanasia now, actually. But I'm black-pilled, so. This fight was really, really good. Oh, he's going to get his back again. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Oh, nice high kick. 2, 1, 0. Great fight, man. Good fight. Good fight. I mean, the truth is, like, and I said this, I've been saying this for 20 years, that, well, I don't know about 20 years, but a very long time. There will be a point where everything really is automated, and it's like there's enough stuff being produced without human labor, that it makes sense for people to just be able to like go get the stuff they need, come back. You know, there's less like you have to do XYZ because that's going to keep society running smoothly, but you go get the stuff you need. You don't need to have like a specific job or whatever. And like that theoretically could work once technology gets to that point. And I don't really know how on earth you transition to that, but you know, that could be in 200 years or what, you know what I mean? Like you just have no idea when that would actually happen. No, nuclear war is not inevitable, but that is the scariest thing ever. Back in 2006, I used to spend I convinced myself that it was inevitable, and I couldn't stop. I thought about it all day, every day, just like this overwhelming, crushing elephant on my chest for about 2 years, just thinking about it. Cause like, and I just learned way too much about it. You know, yeah, UBI. I didn't say nuclear war is inevitable. I was saying I spent time in 2006 to 2008 terrified that it was inevitable. Not based on any specific conflict, just based on the fact that we had thousands of them pointing at each other on ready launch notice, where it was like, how could this never, ever, ever happen? You know, like, me too, dude. Yeah. Yes. That's my GOAT thread. GOAT thread. Anderson Silva's not the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. GOAT thread. That was McGregor's. That was, who knows if that was him or not. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. All right. So I'll talk about Conor and USADA. And then UFC 287. Okay. So here's the thing about Conor and the USADA thing, right? So Conor is interacting with the UFC. Conor's interacting with the UFC. UFC tells him it's okay. All you need is two clean tests. And that is actually here. Let me do do the super chats real quick. Old man still can. Thank you very much, dude. I like the quote, find 3 hobbies, one that you love, one to make you money, one to keep you in shape, and one to be creative. Any of those 3 could be a potential side gig for money. That's exactly what I did. That is literally exactly what I did. That's what this is. You know, one to be creative, which is this, and one to make money, which is this, and one to keep me in shape. That's jiu-jitsu. But bottom line is, I don't make enough money doing this if this is our only source of income. And until very recently, this was the thing this was in 3rd place of our 3 source of income. And then it went to 2. And it's just scary where like, if that, you know, now if something happened to that one, we would have to figure something out, you know. But also in fairness, the one that I lost, I absolutely despised doing. I hated it. So it is what it is. I mean, I'm already like, I'm going to be doing like, so I'm going to start doing live shows. And I've been planning on doing that forever, but like, I couldn't, I'm like, dude, could I sell tickets to a thing in, like, if I did it in Austin, like, would I be able to sell it out? Like, I mean, even like a small thing, like a 50-person room, could I get 50 people to a thing in Austin? I have no idea. And Gabrielle was like, do it around the UFC events. And I was like, It's genius. Of course, dude. Because if it's at a UFC event, for sure I'll be able to sell out like a 50 person place, you know, like because there'll be all these people in from, you know, in for the shows. So that's where I'm going to start doing it. I might do one in New Jersey in May would be the first one around the around that one. So I'm going to start doing that. Start hosting. Somebody just texted me looking for UFC picks advice. I'm too afraid to give them today. But yeah, old man still can. I totally agree with this. That's exactly what I did. Jay, thank you so much, dude. Watch Grid Down, Power Up about the insecurity of the U.S. power grid. It'll put another elephant on your chest. I don't need that at all. I watched. So one of the ways I ended up shaking off the nukes thing was I watched a documentary in 2008 called The Crude Awakening, which was about peak oil. And that one paralyzed me. And like to the point where I just was like, well, I guess the nukes don't matter because this is coming absolutely from this. This is 100% happening, which is the end of oil at some point. You don't know exactly when it's going to be. But yeah, it's, I mean, that one is just horrifying. Horrifying. That's the thing I don't understand about the entire climate change conversation is like, what's the solution to climate change? It's like, we need alternative energy sources. Okay, right. And is there an unlimited amount of oil in the world? No, it's finite. Okay. How much of what we rely on to keep people alive relies on abundant, cheap oil? 90%. Okay. And so what would happen if all of a sudden there was 50% less oil available? Well, prices would spike to a point where, you know, economy would collapse. 75% of people couldn't afford it, whatever. And you're like, what would that do to the population? You're probably looking at 80% of the global population would starve to death. And you're like, I'm sorry, go over that one more time. Yeah, probably 80%. You're all, and what would the solution to that be? They're all alternative energy sources. You're all, so what the fuck are we talking about? Who cares if climate change is real or not? The solution to both problems is alternative energy sources. And the way that you build alternative energy sources is with oil production now. So, hey guys, let's get on the same page. Let's increase oil production now and invest it in alternative energy sources development, because if we don't, we're all fucked. So what are we talking about? But anyway. What do you guys think about Vettori versus Dolidze? Let me see what the odds are on that fight. Because do you know what the odds are if you parlay Leon and Gaethje? 8-1. Now, do I think that's likely to happen? Probably not. But I don't think it's so unlikely that it's not worth a bet, given that it's an 8-1 return. That's like crazy. And I bet you the Dolidze is plus 205. Yeah, so if you go Dolidze, I mean, this is very unlikely to happen, obviously, but Dolidze, Gaethje, and Leon, it's 30-1. Damn. You bet $50 on that and you win, you'll win $1,500. Now, again, that is very unlikely. What I would do is, listen, all you guys should go download Thrive. Also, it helps me out. That's the other thing. Not only will you get free money, it would help me out immensely. We're talking about hustling here. That, I'm telling you, would be incredibly helpful to me and would be super fun. If you're in the United States, I'll show you this one. Thrive Fantasy. And when you create your account, you use the promo code FIRE, and then they'll double your deposit. So if you put $10 in, they'll give you an extra 10. And then also it's giving you a free bet, dude. Free bet. I have no idea what the price of plastic is on a Tesla. Dude, if Barstool gave me a deal to go on Barstool, I would bet with them all day long. Thrive Fantasy. So like there's a in the description there is a there's a note about it. Thrive Fantasy. This is definitely not true. But you know, I mean, I have no way of knowing how many, you know, how much there is or isn't, but yeah, if you do, but like, so if you do oil equals plastic. Well, plastic, it requires oil, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, if you go Thrive, like it'll double your deposit. So you put in 100, they'll give you a free 100, and then they give you a free bet. So like I was saying, so like this, so for new users, they're giving you a free square. So like if you pick 2 squares and bet and you hit both, you win a bunch of money. So like, will Leon Edwards land 1 significant strike? So that means normally you have to win, you have to hit at least 2 squares, and they're giving you one for free. So you literally have to get 1 right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make my bets right now, son. Oh. Boop. Why am I not signed in? Okay, real. Well, I'll tell you what. Everybody go deposit, and then we'll bet together, so that we're all doing the same bet, dude. Hang on, I'm logging in and I can't do 2 things at once. There we go. All right. So we're logged in. I'm going to pick the UFC one. Oh, they're like contests. Oops. House props. But let everybody go in, and then we'll and then let's all join the same contest. Yeah, like squares are like a parlay, and then we'll like everybody join, and then we'll join the same one. Like let me see a cheap one so that it's not like expensive. Hang on. Let's see. All right, so here's like one that's a 5-person $5 one. Here's a $10 3-person one. Here is a $2,000 one. That's a lot of moolah. I'm not spending $2,000. I don't think I'm that good. But I might do a $50 one if someone wants to play me for $50. Anybody want to play me for $50? Let me see. I'm going to do this $5 one. All right. Here, you guys help me. So you guys think Delize is going to get a takedown? Yes or no? Is Vettori going to get more or less than 48.5 significant strikes? Casey O'Neill. Oh, Casey O'Neill, more or less than 1 submission attempt against Jennifer Maia. Gunnar Nelson, 1.5 knockdowns and takedowns. Brian Barberena, will he get one knockdown? Yeah, promo code FIRE. FIRE. Oh my God. So if you're not new, your free square for Leon Edwards is 1 strike. For me, is it more or less than 2.5 total knockdowns and takedowns? 2.5 knockdowns and takedowns. Whoa, that guy just dropped to do the splits. Mokaev, he's nasty. He just dropped into the splits, and Jeff from Thrive was like, ooh, Nelly, that's delicious. Delish. Fire. What just happened? We just lost 50 people all at once? Thank you, sir. Let's see. So the $50 one, I think there's only one $50 one. Hang on, where'd it go? Yeah, this one. The $50 heads up one I'm going to enter right now. Boop. And I'm not telling you which one I'm picking now. Boop. And let me see. Boop. How many do I have to pick? Oh man, I got to do 5. Jeez. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna do past the prelims. I'm just doing the prelims, and then I'm gonna watch this thing. I'm gonna watch this thing downstairs after the prelims. And let's see, dude, they got the. Man, this is tough, dude, to make these calls. Mokaev, Filho. Dude, this is a good matchup right here. I know they've got Mokaev as a huge favorite, but Filho is nasty. Boom. I just entered. The promo code is FIRE. Yeah, the fight's in Britain. It's in the UK. All right. Mokaev. Ooh, good shot, dude. Oh! Philo's got his neck. That's tight, dude. He's got his head kind of out. He can breathe, but that's... Oh, he's going to pass. Philo's done. That was good. Good job by Mokaev. Thank you, brother. Oh, one hook. He's fighting the hands. Ooh. Mokaev's landed a bunch of shots, dude. Damn. Mokaev is nasty, dude. Landing shots. Now he's on his back. Has one hook in still. Dude, I joined, hang on, I'll show you. I joined that one. But I'm going to join a 5-person one also. Or like, I'm going to join the $5 one too. That's got 2 people in it so far. Whoa. Yeah, now I'm in the $5 one too. Dude, this guy is merciless. Good shots, dude. Yeah, I wonder what what this would have been like. Like if I focused on live streams. I'm glad I didn't, dude. Because if live streams became like had been a central part of my channel, and I couldn't have done the thing where I go to the live shows, and I would be concerned about doing the live show thing coming up here. I just like coming on and bullshitting with you guys, which is like, I like watching fights with people. As a matter of fact, dude, let me see what Jared and them are doing, dude. Actually, let me call him. This dude, my buddy, is so fucking cool. He has a movie theater in his house, son. All right, that was a great first round. Excellent first round. Dude, Kenny Florian and what's his name have a channel on DraftKings. I look at DraftKings YouTube channel. It's crazy that they need to get better shows on there, man. You know what I mean? He really needs to get they really need to get better shows on. Like it's DraftKings channel. They've got unlimited budget. I don't understand like why, most of their shows get like 400 views and stuff. Whose own knowledge makes his channel stand out? Which fight companion? That's my career got launched from posting videos. I've never my video, doing live streams has never been a central part of my channel at all. I just like doing it. Most of the time it'd just be me and Gabrielle just kicking it. You know what I mean? Amazon. Ooh. Okayev looking strong, son. Good kick from Philo. Correct. This is exactly correct. Yeah. I was posting every day for a year, and I knew that that the algorithm, once you've been posting for a year, starts to favor you. Because GG, thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it. because now they know that you're going to be consistent when you post. And right when I hit a year, I had 10,000 subscribers. And then right then is when the Fabia stuff happened. And I just blew up. Yeah, I'll go back on Thick for sure. We had two episodes with Mir. I did back-to-back Fight Companions. I was on 280 and 281. Dude, honestly, I don't have control. I can call them actually and see if they can create one, dude. I went on and just randomly joined the ones that are there. There's like, they don't look like they have one that has a bunch of openings in it. I'll do that for the next event for sure. No, it's actually like when I first started Fabia, I had 10K and it went up to like, I don't know, like 40 probably. And I did 30 videos. I did 30 videos on him. Thank you, Wolfgang. Much appreciated. Is what staph infection? What are we talking about? Dude, I think honestly, I really like doing live streams. So I think what I'm going to do is just schedule one every week at the same time so that if people like them, they can come on and watch. And then and then it doesn't need to be like a guessing game where I just like pop on. Yeah, I'll do 2 a week. It's just hard because I do jits every single day, So like I have to leave my house at like 4:30 every single day for jits. And like up to then I'm doing videos. So it's like, I just don't have a lot of time, but maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll just do it after jits or whatnot. Ooh, good shot. I mean, dude, Makai, he keeps leaving his neck out on those shots, but he's good at passing the guard, so he's not getting choked. Ooh. Makayev is dropping shots from the guard. Fire hour. Of course, Guru has 10 times my views. I do live streams for these, like 1 out of every like 4 or 5 events. I go to the events live. The algorithm knows it's I don't compete with him on live streams at all. The live streams are MMA holes and Guru. I'm not trying to compete with them on these. I just come on and bullshit. Like I'm going to the next 2 events. You know what I mean? You can't like do it like sometimes and then try to compete with people who do every single event. I went to 8 events last year. The way that YouTube works is extraordinarily simple. It's like, because what it honestly is that people on YouTube are so consistent. It's like they'll always default to a specific channel. Like there's a lot of people where like some story comes out, they come straight to my channel, and YouTube will always have my channel first. Like they go on YouTube and my videos, the first video on the top left. Like if you look at when you go on YouTube, the very first video that they show you is the one that they think is most likely for you to click on. And like, and obviously they know when like a live event is on. And like, so if you watch Guru's live streams, then as soon as you come on YouTube, it's going to be like MMA Guru Live. And then, you know, people go watch it, of course. Like there'd be no reason for, like they're trying to, like that's the whole thing that YouTube's trying to do is create behavior. Like the MMA holes and Guru, those two are competing for live streams. Well, I wouldn't try to compete because I'm not going to start staying home and doing them every single time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not going to do that. Unless who's talking about it. It stuff pops up on your feed unless who's talking about it. That is basically my goal. Yeah, dude, competing with, like, in all honesty, competing with him would be like in like direct competition would be very hard because like I have a lot of shit going on to where, like, just take the live streams as an example. I can't do all of them. The other thing too, just in terms of like, not him or anybody, like, but just like, if when you're building something as your side hustle, it's a very different thing than like, you know, like I only just recently was like, all right, so this is like my main thing that I'm doing. And so I'm like having to, and then right after that, I lost my second channel. So it's like, I'm just trying to figure out like exactly what I'm doing here. Cause like I had a full-time job until a few months ago. Most likely place to encounter Josh Fabio while at a carnival, hiding within a stuffed animal in a carnival game funhouse. I would say that there's no reason why he would be hiding, you know, like there's no reason why he would be hiding. It would be, you know, I think what he would be doing is he would be posing as a stuffed animal in one of those games and then just waiting for the right person to win. And then he would jump off the wall into their arms. Take me home with you. He'd just be looking for a rich couple that would win. And he's like, make me your baby. Make me your baby. And then he'd rob them blind. Dude, that footlock looked like he had it. Or toe hold or whatever the fuck that was. How many of you guys, old man still can't thank you for the super chat, by the way. How many of you guys like when I do the fake, interviews? Because I have, dude, the script that I have for my next one, which is with Masvidal, which will come out next week once, you know, the lead up to 287 is coming up, is really good, dude. I wrote it last, like, hang on, let me see, where is it? 50, 51. I can't believe Makayev didn't get submitted with that. That looked good. Let me read it again because I don't really remember it exactly. I just remember writing it and thinking it was fucking hilarious, but I haven't filmed it yet. So let me see. Welcome to the show. Sorry, I'm reading this script again. Hang on. Other kids that dude, what I like to do, like, so what I do when I write scripts is I write them and then I just put them away. You know, like I don't look at them for like 4 or 5 days so that I kind of remember like what it's about, but I forget. And then I come back and read it and see if it's funny, because I like completely forget. I completely forget my own jokes. So I could tell when they're funny, like when I read them again. In a fight to the death, who wins, Shab or Chael? I am going, ooh, he choked him. I'm going to say Chael, because I think Shab he wouldn't want to fight. Like he'd be so hurt that Chael was fighting him that he would just let him kill him. Shab loves Chael. Oh yeah, that was an excellent video. It's still up on Rumble. Whoa. Let me see something. All right. Yikes. All right. I'm going to talk about Conor's thing, and then I'm going to beat the street. So, I love when people come over here and they act like I'm trying to compete with Guru, dude. So when Conor came out and did the thing going against USADA, fucking hilarious, dude. If any other person did what he did, he would be fucking, I honestly, I can't even imagine what would have happened, dude. Like they would have been done, finished. USADA's going in the bin. USADA's a trash organization. Like you would only do that if you're fucking suicidal or you're Conor McGregor, dude. You know, like that's just, I don't know, man. Don't buy, like Conor is the only person that could get away with that. The only person. And I think he took it down too. Oh, I didn't know these guys did that. All right. Anyway, I'm going to beat the street though. 2.5 hours is long enough. You guys, wait, what? Who wants to be within the next month? Chicken place. Is there a restraining order on you though? Wait, what? Wait, what? Who wants to be within the next month? That chicken place is a restraining order on you? I don't understand. I don't know what that means. Yeah. I don't think Conor fucked himself. Dana says he's staying out of it. Sure, dude. Sure. Dana is going to clear the exemption and wait, who, I don't know who we're talking about. That Conor is? I don't know what we're talking about. Anywho, yeah. Means that he's 100% involved. Yeah. Bottom line is UFC employees, USADA. Exactly, dude. Like the fight that Conor's going to be in means it's like, yeah, I mean, I will fully acknowledge though, because I only do these every once in a while when I come on, like I already see, no, I'm not going to be able to compete with Guru and the MMA holes. And it does piss me off enough that I'm like, I'm just not even going to do this. And so I'm not going to do this. but also because I've been talking for 2.5 hours, and I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to watch this and see if these guys want to come over. Whoa, what's going on? Ugh. Read through stream with your view. Wait, what? You going to read through the stream with the viewers? No. Hardest hitting flabby, but 10 push-up chin. I don't know what that means. All right. So I will do let's go. We could do 10-minute AMA. Go ahead. Rock and roll. Ask me anything. I'll try to answer every single question. Justin fight, any thoughts? I think that Justin is going to trap Fiziev into a slugfest war, and that favors Justin. Can't watch it. I'm not sure what that means. Anything on Usman pulling out situation? No. I saw something about that there was a rumor, but we would have heard about it by now. Dude, did you hear that Colby only got paid 25 grand to be the he only got paid 25 grand to be the backup. I thought he would have gotten paid a hell of a lot more than that, dude. No, I don't think I'm going to be live for the main card. 100% not. $9mm PC carbine. I haven't played with it. I have a Ruger 5.7 though. Fabia didn't break my arm. He broke my finger with a finger bar. BPC, it feels much better. I keep firing the BPC. I have no idea if that's just making it feel better, but it does feel better. If someone was going to pull out, they would have done it already. Correct. What single podcast would you most like to appear on? Rogan, 100%. No Mars, no fucking chance. I have no desire to go to Mars, dude. None. I was not even think 25K. Colby smarter than that. Wow. Yeah. I mean, well, I guess it's 25K just to weigh in, but 25K. I mean, doesn't make any sense. Put Jesse on everything back up on Rumble. It is. It's already on Rumble. Just search it. It's got every single video I ever did. Jesse on everything with no spaces. I'll come over just around the corner. I don't know what that means. You live in Austin? No apprentice. Leon and Colby would be awesome. That'd be a nice trip. No, dude, what the hell? There's nothing on Mars. Nothing. Why not just like fly to the middle of the Sahara Desert and then just stand there? There's nothing there. Yeah. I'll do the Bobby the Bank podcast. We could do that again anytime you want. You guys say what's up to Robert Patton and go buy some sheath underwear because he owns it, son. Yeah, this is what's weird is he could have fought on this card against Bilal. Do they pay for his flight and lodging? I don't know who, but yes. Who wants to watch the fights with you? Who? Elon? On Mars? That is possible, actually. Are we talking about in a fight? I don't know. I would have to see them in person to see how big they are. I did the shoes giveaway, yes, and the shoes from last month arrived yesterday, and he loves them. I'll show you guys which ones I got for him, too. I'm actually going to buy them for myself because they're sick. Boop, 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 beep, boop, beep, beep. I got him these. Bam. I got him the triple white Jordans. They're fucking snazzy, dude. They arrived yesterday. Around the corner, where do I live then? Unlimited Virgins are on the Mars trip now. It is your fault, actually. But I would have known anyway. Just around the corner. 25K he makes contradicts his brain damage story for the lawsuit. No, right. Did you see the video that I did yesterday? I mean, obviously. Well, I obviously think that it would have been awesome, but I mean, it's like I would like to do it with Michael Jordan also. I did pitch Chael though. He always responds to me. He did not respond to that. He always responds to my messages. So there's some reason when I said we should do a podcast together, he did not respond to that one. Even though it would be gold. My pitch to Chael, honestly, would be like, look, dude, for me, I have to at least semi-balance. Like, is the person that I do a podcast with, do they have a following so we can both bring the followings together? Like, I have to do that. Like, if I just bring on someone where we make good content, that kind of defeats the whole purpose, because I can make content on my own to my own, you know, like to my own group. The whole point is to bring two groups together, and then the momentum from that takes us mainstream and we compete with everyone. That's like the whole point. But with Chael, he's already mainstream. Like, that would be my pitch. I'd be like, you're already mainstream. Like, whatever you do, people are going to give it a shot. And so you just need a vicious co-host, and you'll never find one better than me. So what's up, dude? What is up? Oh, that's what you think? How about this? I'll prove you wrong right now. Hold on, man. I will show you that's not true. Where is this email thread? All right. There you go. You won, brother. Congrats. My man, you're not responding. Yada, yada. Oh, wait, hang on. I got to make sure I don't show his address. Boom. You can see it right there, but don't look at it. Boom. And boom. How you like them apples? Fuck boy. This is where you apologize. I have not. No. Oh, you can just give me like a ballpark of where I live. My gay shoe fetish? I just like shoes, man. Ooh, we could play this, dude. Me and Sammy the Bull already collabed. So my favorite fighters by weight class, 35 is O'Malley, 45 is Volkanovski, 55 is Conor, 70 is... Oof. Gosh, it's hard to pick one, dude. It is hard to pick one. I don't know, Colby and Masvidal, I guess. And I like Ian Gary. I don't know who we're talking about. Usman will try to stop him, but blah, blah, blah. Guy, if I wanted beef with Guru, I would just do an endless number of fake interviews with him on the other end, and I'd be able to fuck his mouth any way I wanted to, but I don't want a problem with Guru because I like him. KB is fuck more. No one wants, let me just actually say this. I don't want beef with other channels. I certainly don't want it with Guru because I think he's funny. But people don't want it with me. Trust me. Because if I decided that there was no upside for them and I just wanted to go after whoever it was, I would just do an endless number of fake interviews. Imagine like with John Jones and Dana, I'm doing that in good spirits. Like I'm just trying to be funny and I'm trying to not make them mad. If I wanted to take somebody who has a public profile and turn them into my like the person that I'm intentionally fucking with and I'm actually trying to fuck with them, just refer back to all the Fabia stuff and then just imagine with my level of creativity, the kind of shit that I could put in a fake, I would fucking destroy anybody. But I don't want beef with other channels. You know, I'm not trying to have beef with other channels. But just to be clear, if any channel ended up bringing it to me and they were like in the Goldilocks zone where I'm like, all right, they can have it. That's exactly what I would do. I would never respond to it directly ever. I would never talk about it. I would just put out fake interview after 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 fake. I would never run out of material because I have an endless level of creativity when it comes to fucking with people. Samuel Ellis, LOL. It's cool. I give away shoes. Thank you. Damn right, hater. Yep. Have you ever pulled my EDC on? No, definitely not. Favorite fighter by weight class, heavyweight to 35. I think I stopped at 85. 85. Jeez. Man, 85 is tough. Because I like Izzy, but it's not like I like felt soul crushed when he lost. I don't know. I'm not like super passionate about anybody at 85 actually right now. 205, Anthony Smith. Heavyweight, Francis, if he comes back. Or if not, I don't know. Apologize. Yeah. I'll just keep doing this, dude. I will rip through your guys' stuff and answer everything. Headshot dead. Such a sick line. Agree. Mullah family say what? Don't know what that means. Thank you for all you do to the fans. I'm asking where fans are watching from. I'm in Toronto. Thank you for watching, good sir. How you end up taking a bat to the face? I don't know what that means. Do it again. It was money. Not sure what the Sammy the Bull one. He needs someone to do it with, but he's in Arizona. Let's go Patterson, Colby. I like Colby a lot. Colby. Highs and lows. Fire. I have too many. Yep. Say Masvidal. I love Masvidal. Thinking draw Edwards. Nah. That's correct. You are a troll. Headshot dead. Lacing. Hypothetical matchup. Do I want the golf course? I don't care. That doesn't mean that you live there. Good finds. Yeah. Okay, let me skip these. Dude, MMA on Fire would have been fire. Where's the beef? Guru let his chair work him up. Then he starts talking shit, kind of unprofessional. I don't know what we're talking. Oh, chat. Beef boosts engagement and subscription as long as nothing too serious happened at the end. Trigger backlash. Yeah, it's true. I haven't seen a conflict that I decided would be a net benefit. But I could promise you, and I will just continue to say this, that in the event that I ever found somebody that I wanted to channel beef with, I'll tell you exactly what I would do, and I will say it over and over and over. I would fake interview them forever. There would be nothing they could do. There's absolutely no way to defend against that. None. There's nothing you can do. because no one is going to do a better fake interview than me. Like they'd put one out with me and it would be like, yeah, that's good. But Jussie, I mean, his are way better. And I would have endless appetite for it because I think I'm the funniest person in the world. So I would just think they're fucking hilarious. And I would just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. With Fabi, I put out like 35 videos on him, dude. But again, Ariel's too smart to beef with me, dude. He's not, he knows that I benefit 100%. That's the whole thing. Like if I beef with someone, they benefit from it. Unless they're already big enough that everyone already knows who they are anyway. And so it's just all me making fun of them. You know, like the whole reason you don't beef with another channel is because, like, look, the reason that Guru goes after these channels is because he gets them to talk about him. And then the algorithm has all of those. This is the way the algorithm works. Okay. This is the brilliant thing that he has done. He understands the algorithm very well. So in the event that someone is watching a video on a channel and then they go into the search bar and they search for a channel and they go click on it, what you are telling the algorithm is that people who like this channel will also like this channel. And so it'll start suggesting this channel to all of the people who watch that channel. So when he goes, the Weasel, he just lied to the entire MMA community. It's a genius strategy because the Weasel is then going to make a response. And then the people who watched it, who watched the Weasel shit, will watch that. Then they will go over and find MMA Guru's channel. That's why he's crushing it on the algorithm. The reason why he has X number of subscribers and his average views are literally like almost equal to his subscriber base is because he's pulled that same trick on all the different channels. Hardy, fucking, you know, all of them. And so, you know, it's like, you know, before I knew him, he tried the same thing with me. I just didn't ever, well, I guess I kind of brought it up quickly and then I was too smart to actually engage that way. But then I didn't care. I'd have him on the channel anyway because I think he's fucking hilarious. I don't mind sending positive, you know, outcomes in his direction. But like Ariel, who he's trying to bait, genius. Bisping, who he's trying to bait, genius. Why do you think he's going after all these channels? It's because it's brilliant strategy if he can get them to go after him, because then it just tells the algorithm anyone who likes Bisping will like his channel. That's exactly what he's doing. And they fall for it, right? Like they fall for it. But for me, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. That's exactly, I mean, that is what it is. That's why I don't respond. Like there was some guy last week who apparently was talking shit and everybody kept sending it to me. I'm like, I'm not responding to this guy. I'm not going to feed this fucking retard any of my subs, dude. Cause it's not even just your subs. It has a, you know, profile where it's like, all right, so this type of person likes this kind of channel. And if all of a sudden a big wave of them go and look at some dude's channel, it'll start suggesting that guy's channel to all of them. You know what I mean? So like all you're doing is doing them a favor. If you respond to a smaller channel, you're doing them a favor. It's as simple as that. That is the way that it works. Timeout. Timeout for you, gutter Snape. Oh my God. I wish guys like this had a channel. That would fuck his mouth for sure. This would be fun. If anybody knows who this guy really is and he has a channel, just shoot me that and I'll do a fake interview with him. Dude, one time, this is a true story, dude. One time this guy sent me something like that, like where there like some weird shit like that. And he actually had a profile and he forgot that he had content up. And I went over there and it was like this fucking 57-year-old man. It was like a 57-year-old man who had like 3 videos up of him like teaching guitar lessons. And I was like, and I commented, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? You're participating in some weird, like, trying to instigate a conflict between 2 MMA channels. How old are you? Fucking 5? A 57-year-old guitar teacher? What the fuck's wrong with you, dude? And then when I went back, he had deleted all his videos. Oh my God. I was like, wow, bro. Hey, keep winning at life, bro. Keep on crushing it. Keep on crushing it at life. But like I said, I don't go at other channels because my long-term goals are to be on stage at Rogan's comedy fucking, his comedy, the mothership. That's my goal, is to be doing shit like that. And having problems with these big guys would be antithetical to that. So I don't do it. It's not because I have any ethical issue with it. It would just be antithetical to my actual long-term goals. Lucas Fitness, thank you very much. Thank you for your advice you gave me in fall. I have consistent thumbnail theme. I have 13K subs. Attaboy, dude. Let's find out, dude. Let's see. Wait, who is it? It's suggesting myself to me. Hey, that tells you how big of a fan of my own channel I am. It's like, hey, who do you like on YouTube? It's like yourself. It's like, yeah, that's true, dude. Lucas, Tracy. Nice, dude.
A few days out from Usman.
There you go.
Put out again when Edwards actually shows up. And
I'd rather see Kobe versus Leon, to be honest, bro. Bro's the real main event.
Nice job, dude. Now you better put up more than $5. I just put you on my stream. I'm just kidding. But good job, dude. Just pound it. I don't understand how do they get so many of those up at once, these bots? I haven't decided yet. Oh, who am I rooting for? Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, what's the, like, but like now, like I talk to Ali Abdelaziz a lot. Ali Abdelaziz is fucking cool, dude. And like, he's like my buddy. So I like talk to him, like wish him luck and all that. Like, I feel bad saying I'm rooting for Leon because, seems kind of two-faced. But in the UK, it's hard to root against Leon, Like, Adam Watts, thank you very much. Do you think there's an ethical way to have a successful reality show? No lying, manipulating on-camera talent, planning one for musicians. Yeah, I mean, for sure there is. I don't know. I don't know what. I think that bottom line is these shows are going to live and die by the talent, dude. Like, I really believe, and like I said, I am my own biggest fan, but if you throw me on any show, it'll succeed if people watch it, depending on, if it's like, because there are just people who are like, there are people who are charismatic and good on camera. And like, dude, there are people where it doesn't matter what the topic is. You could literally like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's irrelevant what happens. The show's going to suck because they're not fun to watch, Yes, I do. Because he announced it now. Wait, what was I doing here? What about what I said is big-headed? Like, what about that is big-headed? I never understand people who get confidence and arrogance are the same, because they're not. They're just not the same at all. It's ridiculous. It's like, I literally just took the time to go platform another guy's channel. I'm giving credit to Guru for his strategy and how it works. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm entertaining on camera. They're all, God, this guy's so arrogant. It's so fucking stupid. If people can't acknowledge the things that they're good at, that's fucking weird to me. Oops. You gotta be careful, friendly trolling me. I banned some guy by accident who trolled me. And then like later on, he hit me up. He's like, dude, he was like, I wasn't even serious. He's like, you've had me banned for like 6 months. I'm like, really? You hit me on the wrong day, dude. I'm not in the mood. And that particular troll pisses me off because it's like, you know, competitive people. And you're like, there's no way that I could be competing with those guys who do every live stream, but I'm too competitive not to at least be like, fuck you, you know? Wait, what brush? Oh, he's back. Wait for this, you guys. Hold on. Someone coming off a 5-minute break. Let's see what they do. No, Shab is super nice in real life. Super, super nice. Yeah. My analytics are definitely not baby boomers, dude. Oh, we got a new. Yeah, I'm buddies with Mark. Mark is the whole way that I got connected with Shab's channel, actually. Or Shab, I mean, in general. Holy shit. Zuffa Boxing lives. Dana has been working intently for the last 8 to 9 months to put together a new boxing promotion that he is hoping will launch in the next 12 to 24 months. Meanwhile, White has been rumored for years to be looking to getting into boxing. He revealed to SPG that he has been working intently for the last 8 to 9 months to put together a new boxing promotion that he is hoping will launch in the next 12 to 24 months. Wow. Wow. That's big, dude. That is big, man. The green, athletic greens is really good. All right, this is my last fight. Then I'm gonna jump off, go do some other shit. Dude, I'm telling you, and if he launches boxing with MMA gloves, just do boxing, but do it in MMA gloves. Like I've been saying forever, he will be able to duplicate the UFC success, and I can literally lay out exactly why it'll work. It's because initially there might be an impression that like the boxers are not as good as like some of the top guys who are outside, like Terrence Crawford or Tyson Fury, whatever. But the reality is no one knows who's going to win in a fight until they actually happen. And so as the events continue, and there will be haters at first that are like, oh my God, if these guys fought Tyson Fury, blah, 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 and they'll be able to do that for a few years, right? They'll be able to do that for a few years. And then, at that point, it's like those guys will fall off, and the stars that they've been building up will become perceived to be the best boxers in the world, and they will have total control over boxing just like they have over UFC. No, I'll probably do the main event. I'm going to take a break for a little bit. I can't do fucking 9 straight hours, man. They should do power slap with baseball bats, dude. Gaethje at 210. Yeah, I do. I like Gaethje at plus 210. Absolutely. Like 100% I do. You know? I haven't bet today. I haven't bet anything, actually. And if I had bet, I'd have won. This dude looks mean as fuck. Duncan versus Morales. I'll tell you this. I'm going to put out videos. That's actually probably what I will do is after, like during the main event, I'm going to be watching it. And then I'm just going to record instant reaction videos and then get them up so that people can watch them. Like quickly afterwards or whatnot. I honestly don't know what, like, in all honesty, I don't know what the hell to do with the algorithm anymore. Like the algorithm has changed again and I can't make heads or tails of how it's working yet. It was like, dude, in like November, December, they changed it. And all of a sudden it benefited channels like mine a lot. And then something changed. I can't figure it out, dude. I really can't. It's weird. Like I had a video that performed better on my brand new Jesse on Fire After Hours channel than any of the ones that I've put on my main channel that has 106,000 subscribers. And the other one has 3,000. And I have one that performed better on there than on my main channel. It's fucking, I don't know. It could have to do with the fact that I, got the strikes on my other channel and delete. I honestly, I don't understand what's happening. I really don't. And it's like, it's really frustrating. I can't figure out how it all works. First, my favorite gang. That is a hilarious question. Hell's Angels. Let me see something. Oh, Ariel's going to do a watch party, huh? Oh, someone asked me earlier if the MMA space has hit saturation. The answer is yes. That's the honest answer. It's like, because that honestly could be what I can't figure out. Because it's like, dude, there are so many fucking channels now. Like you got, because like basically it's like like I said, YouTube is constantly having to organize okay, so they're like, we have to suggest someone's channel and people only have so much bandwidth, right? So like in December when there was that dead zone, right? Like where there was like basically no events, I fucking deep dicked everyone. I crushed everyone. I fucking crushed everyone. When there's no UFC on, right? Where people don't have the like events to talk about. I fucking destroyed everyone in the, I destroyed everyone. When events come on and you got Bisping, Henry Cejudo, you know, like it's just like a fucking, like an endless number of channels. It's like my channel kind of lives in this weird space where I can be entertaining no matter what's going on. And so when there's no like, because like when I just put up, it's a fucking UFC 286 breakdown, I'm prioritized literally under like 10 channels. Like they'll show 10 people shit before they'll show mine. And I'll hit up YouTube. I'm like, why are my impressions so low? And they're like, oh, well, and they give no answers. And then I realize I'm like, okay, like, let me just go through. I can figure out it's because they're prioritizing this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one above mine. But the thing that's infuriating about it though is like then a video or like a story will come out that is a huge fucking story that has nothing to do with whatever everybody else is covering. And they still don't prioritize my stuff over others. It's like they don't have the ability to figure out that like, oh, this is actually a different thing than everyone's doing a breakdown right now. I don't know how to like, I don't know. I don't know how to make that problem go away. Oh, he's hurt bad. Oh, he's hurt. Now Morales is hurt. Dude, that shit's so fun, man. Yeah, these are secret, like a good luck capitalizing on those secrets, dude. Oh man, these guys are fucking rocked. It's not that you can't swear. You can't swear early in the videos. You know? Dude, hey, will all of you guys do me a huge favor, actually? Go into the description, and then we guys sign up for my mailing list, my email list. That's what I really need to be focused on over the next however long, because, like, that way I can eat, like, when I do videos, I can just eat, like, I'm going to just, boom, it's like, here's a new video, like the Masvidal interview, and I'll hit you guys right when it comes out. But, yeah, if you guys do that. And then, dude, I told Gabriella, I was like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell everyone on the email list that in 30 days, I'm going to send out a picture of you in lingerie, but it's only going through the email list. She's all, ha. And I was like, no, yeah, I'm going. She's like, no, you're not. I'm like, I mean, maybe I am. Would that be fucking super weird? Because I was totally serious. She's like, no, don't do that. I'm like, I mean, we really want to build the email list, right? Dude, that step over Kimura defense. Didn't work, dude. Didn't work. It's not like selling out your wife, dude. She's not naked. That's hilarious. Like, girls like post pictures of themselves in fucking bikinis all day long. And it's like, here, this, like, in the description, it's just, I'm pretty sure it's on there. Hang on. Oh shit, it's not on there. God damn it. Never mind. It's not on this one. Gabby is the sexiest creature ever born. There's never been a no, my whole point is like, it's not like there'd be nothing on it that like she doesn't put on her own fucking Instagram. Oh, good Lord. Anywho, all right, I'm going to sign off actually, and I will, if I photoshopped her face on some other chick, it would, there like isn't a chick that would like where that would improve the picture. Anyway, all right, I'm going to jump off. I will, yeah, hold on. What the fuck? Dude. Okay, I am gonna jump, and then I will probably just be doing reaction videos later. But you guys have a blast. Love you guys. I'll send like my email list is actually in the description of all of my videos. I don't know how it didn't end up on this one. Yeah. Love you guys. Peace.